Hi everyone, it's Marcie Besker here on Tuesday at 2 o'clock Pacific Time. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up! And I'm located in Clovis, California. And today I have a really cute project for you. It's a sneak peek with gingerbread and peppermint. So I'm trying to do a couple of sneak peeks. I'm not going to do a whole lot, even though it's usually Christmas in July. You can't purchase until August, so we are gonna hit it hard in August for Christmas, but I did want to show you a few of the stamp sets and a couple ideas. And I think this card is really adorable. So the first thing I want to do is show you this card. How cute is that? And this is using the DSP. And the DSP, I wanted to also share with you about my paper share really quick, because a lot of people don't know what papers are included, so I'm going to show you that. But I just thought this card was so adorable because I'm really enjoying using DSP. Hi Debbie, how are you? Welcome. Please say hi if you're here. I'd love to chat with you. I know my schedule may end up changing. We don't know for sure yet, but when my grandson moves to town, I'm going to be watching him a little bit, and so I don't know what days yet, so we'll get that figured out, and I will keep you posted as I know. So it is Tuesday. Woohoo! Somebody had asked me about a card that I did, so I'm going to pull that out. So they were asking me about it fitting into an envelope and how I would mail it. So I'm going to show you. Thank you so much, Debbie. Hi, Jeannie. So what I do when I check mailing, so this is, I don't know how common this is because I heard that they're difficult to find, but a lady at the post office gave me this. I told her I did cards and I send a lot out, and I really wanted to make sure I have the right postage on it. And so she gave me this, and really this is the slot I use. So it's a maximum size for letters, and so it gives you the length, but it's also the thickness is what my concern was. So somebody had asked on the demonstrator site about how to mail this if it fits in a regular envelope and how it's mailed. It looks thicker than it is apparently because it's, other than the bow, it's really not that bad. So one of the things that I do, this isn't full size, but I will take a full size card base and I'll lay it on top and mail it. So that way all of this doesn't poke through the envelope. I also make sure that this is facing the back. Okay, so when I put it in, number one, I want them to open their card like this and see the beautiful card, but it keeps it flat on the front for the post office. So I always put a piece of paper on top and then put it in. So if I were to do that in this case, let's just put this in my envelope. Okay, it fits perfectly fine. I'm going to go ahead and, well, I don't think I need to seal it, but okay, so then we open this up, and then this goes through. Now see how it's stuck right here? This is going to need extra postage, and it's because of the bow that's right here. I did a triple bow on this one, remember? So let's see on the next one that I did. This one I did a double bow, and it's a little flatter. I also didn't add the greenery there. So let's put this one aside and let's go with this one. This one's a double one. And where did my paper go here? Oh, it's probably still in here because it's a smaller size. So I would put that on there. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Sharon, Bonnie, Kathy, Nola, yay. Carol, welcome. All right, so I would put that in here on top of this. And I think I made my little gold trim a little long on one side. But let's get it in there. Okay, it's enclosed. So let's see what that one does. Now that one's a little iffy. You can see that it goes through, and I would probably send it because I've not had any return that do that. Okay, so I would just, yeah, I have a digital scale that I use, but I was more concerned of the thickness. And so it's 1/4 of an inch. So if you make yourself a slit that's 1/4 of an inch, maybe out of cardboard, I would let that go in. There's a little, it doesn't drop, but with just a slight push it goes through. And I've sent these without any issue. So I just wanted to share that with you, that is how I decide on my shipping, on if I'm going to add extra postage or not. And if I do need to add extra postage, if I'm close, I would rather add it than it not get there and come back and all that good stuff. So that is just something to think about. The other thing I wanted to tell you guys really quickly is my bingo is going to be on the 17th, and people are signing up. It's going to be a lot of fun, so I hope you'll join. If you're not familiar with how my bingo, I just did one so far, and but it is on my YouTube link, and I did some peach cards. And during this bingo, during July, it's going to be Christmas cards with the new product. So you also get kits. I'll mail you the kits out to all the cards. Look at all my swap stuff. All my stuff back here. Sorry. You guys are seeing all my mess. Well, that's behind me. I don't think you can see that. Where do you get the template? I got it from the post office. Yeah, it was weird. I've had several people ask since then, and I don't know if the lady was supposed to give it to me or not. It's been several years. It's been a long time. Okay, sorry. Haircut tomorrow. Okay. So yeah, I don't know if they don't have them anymore or what's the deal. Oh wow. Yeah, that's a lot, Debbie. I do fun folds and send them, but they're like A2 size, and I don't have an issue. Oh, Diane, you're welcome. I hope you can find it. Like I said, I've had other people go to the post office and couldn't find it. Let me see if there's a template number on there or something, because I don't know. See, this was a long time ago, 2007, and that's probably when I got it. Oh, I'm showing you guys the back of it. That's probably when I got it, was in 2007. Look, it even has washi tape. But it's a Notice 3S. I don't know what that means, but there's the number in case you guys need it for any reason. Maybe you can purchase it on their website. I don't know. But anyway, that's super helpful. The next thing I want to show you is my paper share. And so you're going to get the gingerbread paper. You're going to get the cute Halloween, which is this one. And I already showed everything in my unboxing. You're going to get Painted Christmas, Whimsy Wonderland, or Whimsy Wonder, Sweet Stockings, so these 3 so far, Peaceful Places, Heartwarming Hugs, and then you'll also get Harvest Meadow and Blackberry Beauty, which I do not have. So if you are interested in my paper share, those are all of the papers that you will get. You'll get 1/4 of each package. And so it's 12 times 9. That's what you will get. That's how many papers you will get for only $42. Of course, if you're local, you can pick up, so it would be $34. Yeah, Janet, that's what I would do. Check with your online shop. Yeah, it's been a while, so I don't know if they carry them anymore or anything. So if you're interested in my bingo or my paper share, my program's getting kind of weird. You can go to my blog here, and at the top it says events and classes. That's where you'll go and find the information. There will be a link in there to pay for it, or you can go right there where it says shop, look it up there and pay. But you need to register under the events and classes. Especially for bingo, I want to get your numbers and that kind of stuff. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be on Saturday the 17th at 3 o'clock. And that way it's in the kind of in the daytime. Hopefully the East Coast, I don't keep you up too late. And the West Coast works out perfect. And then the middle of the states. I want everybody to be able to participate if they can. I love the DSP too, Jackie. And this is a great way with the paper share. I've had a lot of demonstrators say, can I participate? Of course. A lot of people are hobbyists and they want to try a little bit of all the product. And then this way you can decide which paper you would like, what works for you, what set you like the best, and then buy the whole packs of what you really want. Hi, Steph. So there are those updates, and don't forget the regular DSP sale. There's some amazing papers in there that are still good through the middle of next year, so you want to make sure you have plenty, and you might as well get it on sale. So that's something not to forget. I also, in my shop, have an Art in Bloom class for sale. It's only $15 because it is just the video at this point. So just the video, it will show you how to create all these cards. We go through them and slowly, and you can we can just craft along together. And so if you would like that, when you pay for it, when you get your receipt, you will have a link on there to cut and paste or link on into YouTube to the private video and have that for yourself. All right, everybody. Woohoo! I'm excited about this card. I thought it was just so cute. I could not wait to play with this set. And I know I told you that we were going to start with, my interest was doing cookies. So I started some cookies. I'm going to show you. But then I decided I really wanted to play with the paper. I think the paper is so cute. And I wanted to do something a little more, this is a little faster, to be honest. These, I'll show you how to do all this in a different video, what I did to make them look like this. But I just really wanted to do the papers. And some of them matched better than others, so I decided to wait on this. And I'm going to show you a little bit differently. Okay, it looks like I'm, okay, now it's not. It looked like I was frozen for a minute when I looked up, and I might have just stopped to talk. All right, so let's get busy. We're going to use the frosted gingerbread. We're going to use the gingerbread dies. And we are going to use the DSP paper that I just set aside. And this paper is so cute. So like all of our papers, you have a definite print on one side that is gingerbread cookie related, and I kind of turned a few of them. And you can use the die on some of the images. But a lot of these papers are really just Christmassy that you can use with a lot of different stuff. So keep that in mind. So I chose the peppermint paper, this one here. So we'll cut that down. And then, oh, you know what? I already have a piece cut. But then I was going to use, I'll show you what I was going to do, and then I changed it. These cute tiny peppermints. And I was like, oh man, that would be cute. But that's a lot of red and green together. And so I thought, I kind of want to change it. And I was thinking, ooh, I wonder if we have little peppermints inside our stamp set, and we do. So there's what we have. So we have these little tiny peppermints, so I put them on a stamp set right here. Hi Cindy, thanks Jeannie. Thank you so much, Cindy. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to get our pieces out and I'm going to measure them. Oh, this is very important. That goes to something else. I know I'll be looking for it, right? All right, so the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of move this over and we're going to bring out our pieces here. And we have our regular A2 size, and I always use thick when it's a card base. Hi, Rebecca. And so the inside, you guys know I cut my paper down. I already had this one cut down to 4 by 6. So this is my extra here, so that's going to go on the inside. And so we're going to go ahead and adhere that now. But I have a little trick on what I'm going to do here. Oh, I had to find my mat. When I adhere this down, I'm going to leave the top just a little bit not glued, and I'll show you why. So let's go ahead and you'll see as we go. So I'm going to go towards the bottom. Well, I guess I need to go towards the middle a little bit too. Just not the very top. I'm not going to do the very top right now. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on the bottom of the white. And I'd like to adhere all my layers on the white before I adhere it on the red, if they're going to be long like that. And so I have a little piece here, but we're going to leave it because we're going to do something else with that. And our card's going to be this way. So when that happens, and I'm using my little piece of DSP here, this is going to go on the left, because when you cut this down, that's what comes off here, not this. And I am okay with that. That just gives you more room to write here, and you can put your sentiment up here, and it looks really cute. So we'll set that aside. I'm going to try and tape down my paper here so it doesn't fly all over. All right, sorry about that. And I'm going to move it over for you. I just got this new pad. Well, this isn't new, but I mean bringing it out to use again. And I'm kind of iffy if I'm loving it or not. This is also a piece. You could put this in here like this too, okay? So you could add that in there, because I like to kind of finish off your inside piece. But I'll show you what we're going to do differently. All right, so now we're going to put our card aside, and I'm going to do a little bit of die cutting because I don't have everything yet, and then I'll tell you what the measurements are. And they will be, actually the measurements are on the blog. I don't have my exact measurements here because I left them in the other room, but they will be on my blog. So let's die cut. And we only need a little bit of die cutting. So much, I'm just going to leave my paper there. All right, so we have 2 of our trims here. I'm going to need 1 medium peppermint, and I think everything else I die cut already. So let's set that aside and get those dies out. So we need this one here, and then these are different than these. These are for the peppermints. These are for these candies here. So what I did is I said, oh, that's weird. I wonder why they gave us a 3 cluster of peppermints and all of these. So I die cut all the circles, and then I realized these go here, but these are different size. So they didn't fit my peppermints on top. So keep that in mind. I'm going to do these 2 because I'm not sure which one it is that I need. So we're going to do these in white. All right, we're going to do our circles in white. And then we have this strip here. I'm going to add this. And I just kind of put it to the edge. Now remember, see how long that is? So I'll change it. It does fit if you get it just exactly, but I'm not going to worry about it. And then I'm going to take these 2 larger candies. And while I'm here, why not? We're just going to add them all on there, because I like to get the most out. I can put them in with my die or with my stamp set and use them again. And I'm going to do the same here, because I know I'm going to be using this set again. So this is what I would normally do, is you're going to have 3 over here, the large, the medium, and the small, and then you have another medium and a small over here. So we're just going to die cut these all while we're here. Make sure your red is all the way on your paper, your border. Hi Terry. Hi Cindy. Hi Carol. All right. I think that is all I need cut. All right. So I do this a lot. If I'm cutting something, I might as well cut them all while I'm right here, because I know I'm going to need more later. And now, what a nice surprise when you open up your package and you're like your stamp set or your dies, and you're like, oh look, I already have these cut. All I need is, you know, the sentiment, or all I need is whatever. All right, so we're going to take this out. And I'm just going to peel it back carefully, and then I'll clean that later, so I'll just move that up there. And we need our peppermints. I'm going to show you how I did the peppermints. My room is not as messy as it was, but definitely not as clean as it should be. Hi Bobby, hi Roxanne, hi Denise. Okay, I think I folded my alright, let me get a better piece of tape. I need to make sure that this is not sliding all over for you guys. Okay, so we have this piece. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back our piece here. And we're going to start from the inside out, because I like to get this done, because you guys know how much I have picked up our piece of paper and die cut it when I don't need to. Alright, so what I do is I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. It's not going to go anywhere, right? We know how good our glue is. Alright. Now you don't have to put this down first. You could have waited, but I'm just going to, yeah, and I probably should have, because this looks like it's going to be a little harder than it was, because this is long. But I'm going to go all the way up. I'm holding the paper back, and I just want that circle edge to hit the edge, and then I'm going to start laying this down. Like that. So see how I did that? And now I can cut this off. And then that is our piece for the inside. How cute that is. Hi Karen. Oh yeah, this suite is so cute. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and let's adhere this. And now the inside is done. Now see, I did, instead of putting that, you could have put this little red strip here. So if you want to do that, you definitely can. And had this not had this adorable border, I would have done that. And so we'll adhere that in the inside in a little bit. Alright, so now let's put our dies back so they don't go running off on us. All right, we have our white. Where is, here it is. We have our little white piece here. And our peppermints. You know what's going to happen if I push these aside. I'll never find them again. I think I mentioned on my last video when I was working on a card, the last card that had the acorns in it. I keep calling them acorns, the pine cones. One of the little small dies fell in a trash can twice. I had to go digging for it with my magnet from my Stamparatus. Okay, so we have our 5, and then we have our circles, and we have our dies. Okay, so I'm going to put this back away. Otherwise, who knows what will happen to my poor dies. Okay, so I have everything except this one here, which I believe is this one. It is, which should be this one. And it is. So, let's see. Here's our large ones that are done. 1, 2, and I have a little trick I did with these. I moved them to the side here. So I have the large, the small. Okay, I've lost my medium one. I think I'm the only one that just loses stuff all the time. Okay, small, medium, and large, and a small, and now we're going to make a medium. There we go. So these I can put away. So I'm going to pick all these up, and I can either put them in my dies or put them with my stamps. And I think I'm going to just put them in my stamps. See, I had extras. I made a bunch of red, so I made white too, because I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this card quite yet. Okay, so let's stamp first, and then we will fix our peppermint. Let's adhere it now, though, so we don't lose it. And there's more we're going to do with our little peppermint. So I just put a little dot on each. I just went and got my nails cut. Now I'm like, I can't pick up anything. All right, now you're going to bring this in. And I just take one of the little sides, put it all the way to the bottom, and then kind of just maneuver it around to where it sets straight. So we will finish that one in a minute. There's more to do. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to take our pieces of paper. I have 2 pieces of white paper. The larger one is, and this will be on my blog, 2 5/8 by 5 and 2 1/8 by 5, because this was going to go right on top like that. And don't worry about the edges, we'll straighten those up if they're a little bit off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add these on like we did in the inside. So first we're going to stamp this. So I'm going to bring in my little pad here. I don't know what that is, but it feels like wax or something. Okay, we're going to bring in our little peppermints and our real red. And so what I do is I start from the center, just like I've showed you guys before, and I just kind of go around. You don't have to be super close, you don't have to be super far. Just kind of angle it the best you can. You can't really tell if they are too far or too close. You just kind of keep going. But the secret is to work from the center outward. Alright. And then on the ends like this, I just kind of, you know, add a little bit of peppermints there. So like this one, probably a little bit bigger. And you'll see some of them are going to look like they're getting a little close, but see how there's that spot there? It's because I kind of came in at a different angle, which isn't a big deal, but you're going to be able to tell some of them are a little closer. So you kind of want to do your center first, if you can. And then work your way outward. Like I'm going to turn this one right here to get those two in there. So I just wanted to fill it up, make it look like a DSP full of candy. Throw one in there if you can. Okay, so that looks good. Like that, that's fine. So just fill it up. And now we're going to take our sentiment here. Sending You Peppermint Kisses, I think, is such an appropriate stamp. I'm going to move my goodies out of the way here so I can see. Sending You Peppermint Kisses. I'm only doing one, so I'm going to go ahead and do it on a block. Now, had I was doing this for a swap or something and I needed a lot, I would definitely do it on the Stamparatus. Or if you're concerned about it getting super straight or whatever. Alright. This one can go pretty much in the middle because you're going to be doing, you want it in the middle this way, but a little bit to the right because you're going to do your bow over there. So my head's probably going to be in the way, sorry. So Sending You Peppermint Kisses, so cute. This set is just adorable. And there were so many different papers that I could use that I just didn't know what I wanted to do. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. Bring in our silicone mat. And now let's put our little borders on here. So there's a couple ways you could do it. You could do it with glue, adhesive on the back, or you could glue it. I'm going to do adhesive, and I'm going to do it a different way than I normally would, just because it's going to be easier, and I think this is the way that I think is a smart way to do it, as soon as I can find my liner. Here it is. So what I'm going to do, because we're gluing this onto the white panel, make sure you have the right one, and then this is the one we're gluing onto, right? So we're going to go ahead and put this on here. But you could use glue, you could use seal, whatever you have. I love the DSP too. I am just thrilled that Stampin' Up! Has really changed their DSP to where the other side is just so versatile that you could use it for so many different things. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this one down, and I'm going to slowly start on this corner, and I'm just going to go, and what you can do, and I'll show you in a minute, is there is the second layer. So when you're looking at your piece, the second layer, this little hump right here, that's right where I have the paper aligned. Now you could definitely put it like this, so you can see all of the decoration on both sides. You could do that too. So the borders are so versatile, you could do lots of different things with it. But this is what I'm going to choose to do. So I'm going to set this down. Again, do the same thing. But I'm going to start this one on this side just because it has a nice clean circle already, and this one's where it kind of ended. So I'm going to start on this side. So it has that really nice clean image right there. Alright, and right here I haven't pushed anything down. See how you can just kind of move it in? And then do that. And now I'm going to do it. And so now one of your ends is going to be a little off, but this one's not. And that's just because, and you could cut this shorter if you want, but I'm fine with that like it is. So it's just, as long as it's 5 inches, and we'll know right now when we put it onto here. So we're going to go ahead and add our dimensionals here. So have you guys been watching videos that have talked you into other items that you weren't going to get? That's what happens, is I look at it and then I think, oh, I don't need it. I'm going to put a lot just because this is our main panel on the front. And then I see something and I'm like, ooh, oh gosh, she took my nails short, which is what I like, but they were getting long, and so now I'm really like, okay, I gotta try and get this stuff off. Alright, so now I'm just going to align this. I'm going to start with this side. Kind of align your paper. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So what I did is these little circles here on the design is right above, like right inside the 3rd row down and the 3rd row up. So 1, 2, 3, same thing. Okay, so now it's nice and straight. If you guys are commenting, I can't see comments. They froze. The videos, thank you, Carolyn. I can see Carolyn said it's cute, and that's the last one I saw. So if you guys have more comments, I can't see them. Alright, so now same thing, I just align this on here. How cute that is already. Okay, so now we have our peppermint, so we're going to walk away from this for just a minute. Come do our peppermint. I'm going to bring my silicone mat in. I'm going to bring in my Versamark. And get that nice and just a lot of Versamark on it. You want to make sure that it's coated really well. Now you could double coat them, but okay, you guys are not going to believe what I just did. I forgot to add it to that paper, so we're going to try and take it off if we can. But we're going to pull this out, and we're going to dip it just because I'm doing one. I normally would do tweezers if I had a bunch, but we'll just put that down. Alright, okay. Now what I'm going to do is turn on my heat tool, which is stuck. I'm letting it get nice and warm, but I don't want to do it on my silicone mat. So we're going to bring it over onto my paper. Alright. I just hold it like right in the middle. My gun is stuck on something, so it's not coming all the way over here. And I just go on it to make sure that it's super melted. Because once you see it all melted, it looks like, okay, it looks like it's all shiny and it's all done. And you don't see any powder. But don't forget, you want this to really look like a piece of candy. So I just do it a little extra, not to where it's going to burn, but to where it's just nice and shiny. Okay, so we're going to set this aside. And we'll adhere that last there. Oh, you're welcome, Diane. And thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so silly me adhered this already, so let's see what we can do slowly. And if we can't do it this way, I'll show you a different way. We could, I don't want to bend this, so let me show you what we're going to do. Is we're going to take our scissors in here and we're just going to cut our dimensionals, because I don't want to bend up my panel, and it's a pretty good sized panel. So let's go in, cut our dimensionals. Okay, so now you're going to see you have dimensionals on here, and you've got these. You can just roll them off. And yeah, I just wasted some dimensionals, but that's okay. I want to put it on my other white sheet, and I'm not going to layer that up on dimensionals because I want the whole panel up. That white is really just so we can see the red. See, you guys get to see how many mistakes I did. I think so too. I think I can see you guys' comments now, so that's good. I just think it's cheerful. It's a cheerful card. And look how easy, other than my little mistake I did. But you could add your embossing powder to your candies and really make them shine. All right, here we go. We are going to adhere back on top of this, so I'm just going to rub off what I can. I'm not really concerned about it because we are layering back up on it, but it really kind of comes off fairly easy. All right, so there we go. I made that mistake just for you guys, so you'll know how to fix it. You know, Janet, it might. Oh, Barbara, I'm not sure why you didn't get a notice. I'm sorry. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add glue to this. So let's just add our glue. Okay, and so basically I added this so that you can see the red. So just kind of, your red should go just to the tip. It's really just so you can see the red behind it, because once it's on here, the red's a little hard to see, and I really just wanted you to be able to see that red. I've not done that, Janet. I know that if you have the multi-glue and you huff on it as you're pulling a panel up, that works. Now I'm just going to use these, because why not, right? Okay, let's see. Does having your nails shorter really help with prepping? I want to get mine done, but you know, I've had nails for See, my daughter is 34, so 36 years maybe. And every time I decide to take them off, I put them back on. Even during COVID, I tried doing them myself. You guys know that was a nightmare. But I work better with them than without because I've had them for so long. So when I get them trimmed and cut, I feel like I can't. But it's all on what you're used to. I'm used to using my nails. If you didn't have nails and you're used to, you know, using your fingers or tools or whatever, the nails might be a pain. So I've seen people get nails and say, oh, I can't do a thing with these. All right, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this because I am 1, 2, 3, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Again, I just want those just above the third line. Okay. Now we're going to take our sentiment and we're going to add our ribbon. So I used the sheer ribbon in Real Red, and I used our new white ribbon, and it's a glittered organdy ribbon. So I just want a little bit of each. So I'm just going to kind of put it here, go around, and so that right about there is what I want. I like to kind of pre-measure just to get a good idea, and I didn't account for the knot, so let's see what happens with that. See if we can do it. I want to put the white on the outside with the glitter up, because when you wrap it, you can see the red through the white, but not necessarily the white so much through the red. And this is from the, I'm not putting supplies below or in my blog because we can't get the item, all of the items yet. So those are all going to be available for you in August, on August 3rd for customers. If you are a demonstrator, my catalog came today, so hopefully if you haven't gotten yours yet, it'll be coming really soon. All right, so I'm going to put my ribbon like this and tie it. And this is the color and contour dies. And like I said, I didn't cut it to think about the knot, so let's give it a try. Let's see, it might be too short. Yeah, I think it's too short. I don't like it. I like it. So now I'm just going to measure with this and make sure it's longer. I'd rather have a little bit to cut off than be too short, but I don't want too much to waste. So again, white on the outside. I know everybody's list keeps growing. Mine is. All right. White and red. I want to be really careful not to rip these little panels off because they're very thin. Okay, and I just wanted to do a knot. And it really doesn't matter how fancy and super great your knot is because you're going to put your little peppermint on top. So I'm going to pull the white and even those up. And tie our cute little bow. I'm going to twist this because I want white on top again. Okay, so like I said, it doesn't really matter, just tie a knot. And my nails are so short. And then you can pull your colors separate just so you and make sure that they're there. And I'm going to cut those that way and this one this way. Okay. Now my white is a little fluffier here, so I want to try and pull the white. There we go. And get it kind of snug so we can add our peppermint on there and it'll be just fine. We're going to add dimensionals on this. Let's see if I have any up here. My dog is so funny. If I reach for something, he thinks, oh, we're going now? Oh, thanks, Rebecca. Yeah, I'm not sure why else those openings are there, because when I first saw that die, I was like, I'm not sure why else that would be there. You could, well, my first thought was to cut it off and then re-stamp another one of these in a darker color for a background, so that this could be your panel and this could have a background color. So that's, or just lay, cut this in a color and then lay a lighter color on top or whatever. And so that was, one of my things I thought about, but I haven't done that yet. Okay, so I want to make sure that this goes partially on the paper and partially on the ribbon, just to hold it better. And I also want to make sure that there's one in the middle just to kind of hold up that center. All right. So here's our card. I'm going to put that right in the center. How cute that is already. Okay, and now what I did is I just took dimensionals on all of the larger. You're going to want to move your dimensional over to the side. So make sure it's kind of on the side. And then what I did is I just took some glue right there. And I just kind of went right up to the label there. And then just take the medium, just kind of put it there. Take a small. Okay, the large one will fit on there. Just be really careful how you do it. And that one can go. You want to kind of like they're laying on top of each other a little bit. Now this one, what I did is I took a glue dot to put it in the center. And then put a little bit of glue around it, just to kind of help it extra support. Hard for me to hold it. Okay, so you got that glue dot, so put it right down there on your knot. Okay, and then you can kind of fan out your little ribbons a little bit or whatever works, whatever you want. And then take this one, again a dimensional, and then just kind of tuck it in right there. But you want it to kind of look like the peppermints just kind of fell in place. Alright, so now we're going to layer this up on our panel. I'm going to do one right down the middle too, just because it is, the weight is in the middle. I really like the thick white card bases for the card base, the thick white, basic white, because they just look so nice and crisp. All right, and then on this one, what we did is I put "Wishing You a Merry Christmas." It just was so cute to match the font, and it's a perfect sentiment. I don't always put sentiments on the inside because You know, you can change it up or put what you want, but I thought this one was perfect. So, and I just went with black to tie in with the front sentiment. I'm going to pull it down a little bit. I want it kind of up here. There's a whole family's going to sign, or you're going to say, hope to see you this holiday, or thank goodness we can all see each other again, or whatever. So we're going to do that. And I should have let it dry, but that's okay. It'll probably dry. All right. So if you decide to participate in my paper share, you'll get this paper. So you'll have to just get your little gingerbread. Oh, look what I did right there. Hold on. Gotta find my eraser. I can't find it. There it is. Okay. There. I'll find a clean edge. There we go. There we go. And there is the card. Super simple, really cute. And it just, see how this one, it looks like this one, the red got on top on this bottom part right here. Oh no, it's the bow, look. I was like, oh, you can't see the white sparkles, but if you just turn it a little bit. How cute are those? Thank you, Jackie. Thanks, Bonnie, Carol, Janet. I thought this was just super cute, and here I am with super cute again. I guess that's my current word. Sorry about that. So again, if you're interested in the paper share, just so you know, you don't need to see my scribbly writing here on my notes. But in the paper share is the gingerbread and peppermint paper, the painted Christmas, whimsy wonder, sweet stockings, peaceful place, blackberry beauty, cute Halloween, harvest meadow, and heartwarming hugs. So if you have all of those in your catalog, you can take a look and see what they are. And the paper share is only $42. So how it works is I will create 4 fun projects on Saturday, July the 17th. We will play bingo. We will have a lot of fun. I'll give prizes away. And I will also be mailing you the kits for all of the projects that I create. So depending on how many people we have, I realize that I may not have enough product on hand for everybody. So I will order on the 3rd. Same with your paper share. And get everything sent out to you as soon as I get it and get everything cut up. But for those that are at the beginning, I may already have your kits prepared. So the sooner you sign up, probably the sooner you'll get your kit. So anyway, that'll be a lot of fun. And then of course on the, that was paper share. Oh, so there's no kits on paper share. What am I saying? See what I get for running around today? For bingo is paper share. Oh geez. Bingo is the kits. I will send you the kits and all the supplies for the kits, and then I will send you your prizes, and you always get a surprise with that. Paper share are all the papers I just mentioned, and you will get those as soon as I can get them. I will order them on the 3rd, and I will have them overnighted, and I'll get them all cut up and sent to you right away so you can start playing. Tired today. Bye, Bonnie. Thank you so much, you guys. I had a great time. Thanks for joining me. If you'd like to shop with me, my code for July is right here. And again, it's always on my blog. So right under the shop button on the right-hand side there, it will have the current host code. And then you could click that big shop circle on the right side. It takes you right into my Stampin' Up! Store. And the events and classes are listed there with the shop right next door to that, and you can pay there. But there's also a link under the events and classes, so I hope that helps. You're welcome, Terry. All right, everybody, have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on Sunday. Bye.